Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. It is Julie here with your TipRanks pre-market morning update, where we're bringing you everything you need to know before the market opens. So let's get into it. All right, guys, welcome back, and thank you all so much for being here. This morning, we're going to take a look at exciting stock market news, see what earnings are coming up in the week ahead, and look at the morning's biggest gainers and losers. Just before we get into all of that, this is a reminder to make sure you check out the video for our 25,000 subscriber giveaway. I know there is still a handful of viewers that have not yet collected their prizes for TipRanks swag and some free TipRanks subscriptions, so make sure you go and see if your name is listed there. Okay, let's get right into this morning's exciting stock market news. U.S. stock futures are mixed this morning. We currently have the Dow futures up 1.01%, while the S&P 500 futures are up 0.7%, and NASDAQ futures are down 0.5%. Tesla posted numbers for their vehicle production and vehicle deliveries in the third quarter. They continue to grow rapidly despite a global automotive semiconductor shortage. The electric vehicle Pioneer reported a record quarter with deliveries up more than 70% from a year ago. They produced almost 238,000 vehicles and delivered 241,300 in the third quarter, which was up from about 201,000 delivered in the second quarter of the year and up from about 140,000 delivered in the third quarter of 2020. Year to date, Tesla has delivered more than 627,000 vehicles, which is up almost 100% compared with 2020. They'll be holding an annual meeting on Thursday, October 7th. And of course, the Tesla stock always has analysts divided and is currently rated a hold with a downside of nearly 11%. Price targets from the last week range from a downside of over 2% to an upside of over 54%. We also heard from General Motors reporting on their deliveries for the third quarter. However, their numbers did decline. In fact, their U.S. deliveries declined over 218,000 vehicles year over year to about 446,000. This is due to semiconductor supply chain disruptions and historically low inventories. For the second half of the year, they're expecting wholesale volumes in North America to be lower by about 200,000 units from the first half due to supply chain disruptions in Malaysia. Analysts still seem to be bullish though, as it does come in as a strong buy with an average upside of 35%. Lordstown Motors has partnered up with Han High Technology Group, or Foxconn, to work on electric vehicle programs at their assembly plant in Lordstown, Ohio. The Lordstown Motors team will build a limited number of vehicles for testing, validation, and verification as they seek regulatory approval. Additionally, the company will evaluate the impact of its partnership with Foxconn on commercial production and supply chain opportunities. Following the inking of the strategic agreement, Lordstown Motor has updated its financial outlook and now expects its capital expenditures to remain unchanged, while their SG&A expenditures are expected to range between 105 and 120 million, up from previous guidance. Their stock is currently rated a moderate sell with an average downside of 8%. Life Storage has raised its quarterly dividend by 16% to 86 cents per share. The dividend will be payable on October 26th to shareholders of record on October 13th. Life Storage is a real estate investment trust which engages in the acquisition, ownership, and management of self-storage properties. The company's annual dividend of $3.44 per share now reflects a dividend yield of 3%. Analysts rate their stock a strong buy with an average upside just shy of 14%. GFL Environmental has announced that it has acquired the solid waste management and recycling business, a Peoria disposal company. The Peoria Disposal Company, or PDC, offers residential, commercial, and industrial solid waste hauling and recycling services. They own a vertically integrated network of assets in central Illinois and eastern Missouri, supported by a fleet of more than 350 vehicles and over 400 employees. The addition of PDC will complement GFL's renewables and enhance the company's sustainability initiatives. Notably, the company has completed 31 acquisitions year to date, including 16 acquisitions across its North American platform. Analysts rate the GFL stock a strong buy with an average upside of about 4%. And beverage company Keurig Dr. Pepper announced that its board has authorized a new share repurchase program of up to $4 billion. The repurchase program will reflect about 8% of the company's outstanding stock based on recent prices. The program will be effective for 4 years from January 1st, 2022 to December 31st of 2025. Analysts rate the Keurig Dr. Pepper stock a moderate buy with an average upside of over 20%. Now moving over to notable earnings reports. It'll be a fairly quiet week as far as earnings reports go, with some of the major headlines being PepsiCo reporting on Tuesday, Constellation Brands and Levi Strauss on Wednesday, and Conagra Brands on Thursday. So let's take a look at which stocks are this morning's biggest gainers and losers. Our biggest gainers this morning are led by Pacific Premier Bancorp. Trading under the ticker PPBI, they're currently up over 11%, followed by Itaú Unibanco under ITUB up 6.6%, and Lyell Immunopharma under LYEL up 5.5%. Our biggest losers this morning are led by Sage Therapeutics. Trading under the ticker SAGE, they're currently down over 7%. Followed by Planet Fitness under PLNT, who's down 5.5%, and Duckhorn Portfolio under NAPA, down just over 5%. So that's going to be everything for Monday's pre-market morning update, getting you up to speed with what you need to know before that opening bell. If you made it to the end of today's video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and say good morning in the comments down below. I always appreciate hearing from you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, and I will see you back here next time.